She recorded all of that, but she was like, and you pasted it.
Now you're gonna be on his video.
All right, well, howdy everybody.
Howdy.
It's Candy Champ Lakeside, as you guys just found out. So, by quick show of hands, how many of you guys ever eaten or heard of Kobe beef? Anybody? All right, cool. So, real quick, one more time, how many of you ever eaten or heard of Wagyu beef? All right, a little more viewers. So, see, the majority of us, by the show of hands, are pretty familiar with Kobe, and associated with, high grade, high quality beef. But what if I were to tell you guys, Kobe is actually a type of Wagyu beef, right? So, yeah. So it's good to know this stuff because when we're at that restaurant dining with your boo thing, or when you're at your grocery store shopping for the steak, to cook for your boo thing. It's good to have good quality meat. It's good to know, what type of meat you're shooting. So, Wagyu beef, originating from Japan, varies from different types of cattle breeds and undergoes thorough grading process before it is imported or exported from Japan and to other countries as well. So tonight we're going to talk about different types of breeds, the cattle that Wagyu come from, and that thorough grading process that it goes through. My source. So first, what is Wagyu? It's broken down into two syllables. Wa, or it's actually pronounced Wa, but I'm American, so I say Wa, but it means Japanese. And Yu means cow or cattle, so roughly translates to Japanese cow or cattle. So that's Wagyu. Moving on, we got our Japanese cattle breeds. All right, so it's pretty simple. It's broken down into 4 different types of breeds. We've got the black, the brown, the short horn, and the pole, or whatever. The most common type is the Japanese black cattle. And in an article written by authors Goto and others in 2018, Japan stopped crossbreeding and started interbreeding cattle, resulting in the establishment of the Japanese black breed in 1944. So that's how they came up with that Japanese black breed. Here's some pics for reference. There's my source. So we have the black, the brown, the short horn. So although bred in Japan and originated from Japan, other countries such as the USA and Australia, they produce similar black breed cattle as well. So what makes Wagyu so good and gives it that flavor and profile that we all crave? Well, at least I do. Well, it's in the fat. Fat's delicious, it's bad for you, but everything bad for you is good. And we refer to that fat essentially as marbling. And so what is marbling? So according to another article written by authors Lloyd and others in 2017, marbling, or the accumulation of intramuscular fat, is the holy grail for beef producers, chefs, and their customers. But there's still no universal standard of measurement. So it's just a fancy word for saying fat. So marbling. And how they get that marble is through a various, or not various, but through a thorough process and diet. So the cattle go through a high concentrated diet as early as 11 months to about 30 months when they're processed for us. And they're fed this type of diet somewhere between 2 to 3 times a day. So they eat good, so in turn we eat good. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Wagyu making its way from conception to our dinner plate goes through another process. In Japan, the meat that comes through there is graded by an organization called the JGMA, the Japanese Grading Meat Association. So in another article written by Goto and others in 2018, the present grading system first established in 1988 and assigns both a yield grade, A, B, or C, and a meat quality grade 1 through 5. So you might see this at restaurants when you look at their menus. It's like what, A5 Kobe or something like that, right? or Kobe beef. Well, that's the yield and meat graded combined. The highest, you can see the top left, is A5, but if you're on a budget, you can still go with C1. But yeah, so the meat quality grade is based on several different factors as well. Oh, that's a black and white. So it's based on the marbling, the meat color, meat firmness, and the fat color and luster of the meats that's graded by the JGMA or whoever is grading in whatever country. So what they do is they slice between the 6th and 7th rib of the cattle, and then they base it off this standardized photo here. As you can see, if it were in color, you can see that's all red. That's pretty lean, but we want this delicious fat right here. So this would be a good A5 quality grade choice of cut right here. So it goes through that. Again. So in closing, Wagyu originating from Japan, varies from different types and breeds of cattle, and it goes through various processes before it's imported or exported from Japan into other countries. Tonight we've discussed about the different types of cattle, the type of fat, the cattle goes through and grading process. So now you're left with this abundant amount of knowledge to go to your favorite restaurant or to your steak shop, get your choice cut, and get your Bobby Flay on, Iron Chef America, and all that. So, in closing, again, do you have any questions? Comments, concerns? All right. Thank you.